with Matt, the runner-up for MVP last season. Matt scored 10 goals in a single series, but this season it's been all about Sizz on the offensive side of the ball. He has been lighting it up with the help of Insolent Sizz, getting a lot of passes going his way. Sizz has been an impressive performer.
Yeah, it's really been the story, the difference that Insolent Sizz is making for this team, being that bruiser, not afraid to lead the charge, which just opens up the ability for Sizz and Matt to work together, and it's really paying off. That Sizz is, we talked about him not being really the most consistent player, having some issues off that walls. He's really cleaned that up this season, and it's paying off.
Absolutely. And a lot of the determinations are going to be from today as far as who's winning all this, because by the end of today, we'll have a great idea of who's at the top. Here's a look at the clutch playmaker, and it's always nice to see who's on all these lists. Well, Gimmick is #1 in both Golden Striker and clutch playmaker right now.
It's reminiscent of Jacob last season. Jacob up near the top in both of these categories as well. But this season, it's been all Gimmick. It's almost averaging an assist per game. That's still way above the average and higher than what we saw the clutch playmaker last season. So if Gimmick can have a big week this week, he will be the first time multiple award winner that we've seen.
Yeah, you also mentioned him there. J-Naps, you can't forget about him. Showing up huge for G2, being all over the field, setting up Rizzo primarily, even though he's been playing a lot of defense, has been helping out on the defensive front, but also moving up to work out. J-Naps hasn't been the goal scorer that we normally see him, but he's definitely getting his play in.
And finally, the last accolade we are looking out for is a savior of the season. Who's got all the saves? And if Gibbs were up here, I'd say, Gibbs, it should be you up there. But again, Gibbs not feeling well. We see Seabass there at the top from Elite.
And this is something that we're used to, a player on a team that's on the lower part of the standings, sitting up there at #1. But Rizzo is also very notable there, sitting at 1.82 saves per game. I hear a lot about how pros hate playing against Rizzo's defense. He is so solid. So this week still, it could be anyone's race for pretty much any of these awards.
And he had 15 saves that one series as well that we had a couple weeks ago. Like, Rizzo, what are you doing, and why is it working so well? It's exciting to watch. It really is.
Yeah, it's fun seeing players that are so amazing at offense still able to come back and just be heroes on defense too. But guys, let's talk about today. We have an awesome lineup of matches in store for you. 6 matches in total, and they are progressively getting more important and awesome as the day goes along. We are live. We are moments away from getting into Allegiance versus FlyQuest, and then throughout the day, all the teams will be playing from the North America region. We are concluding with NRG versus Cloud9.
Yeah, some really high-profile matchups. One of the highlight matches is going to be Match 5, G2 versus Ghost. Both of these teams are in control of their own destiny. If they win out today, they guarantee themselves top 2. So if you're going to watch just one series, make sure you come back for that one.
Yeah, a lot of stuff setting up for that as well. Match 2, you got Ghost playing their first one, which sets up the match. The one right after G2 setting it up. So you cannot forget about Match 5, but I know we're all keeping eyes on match number 6. The big 2, seeing if they can go back to back to back to back. Is it going to be a possibility? We have no clue, but Cloud9's not making it easy on them.
By the end of the day, we'll have our top 2 teams in North America who we know will be at the World Championships. And of course, all the foundations will be laid for the promotion tournament. We'll have a bottom 2 as well. So lots to look forward to today. Let's focus in on this first match, though. Matchup between FlyQuest and Allegiance. Allegiance has some work to do. They got to make something happen. It's now or never for this team. And FlyQuest has been looking excellent throughout the season.
You said it. FlyQuest and mainly Corrupted G in the race for the Golden Striker Award, averaging a goal per game. He isn't the flashiest mechanical player, but he seems to finish off almost every opportunity that's presented to him. Corrupted G is an excellent striker.
Yeah, you can't disregard that, as well as Crumb's contribution. But on the other side, Tyler, he is trying to help out with the help of those saves from Seabass, just creating opportunities and transitioning it downfield. That's kind of been their biggest strength, is the ability to, when they're in their own side, take the quick counterattack and do a quick field in pass play like we see out of Rogue actually quite a bit. They just haven't been able to really capitalize on those leads that they get. If they do, they're usually lost pretty after, so they've got to find a way to pile on those goals and keep that pressure.
It really seems to me like Allegiance is one of those teams that plays up or down to their opponents, no matter who they're playing. For instance, they played NRG. NRG has the best defense in the league statistically, and they put more goals past NRG than any other team. They scored 5 goals in a single game. They still didn't win that game, but they have that offensive threat ability. And then Ghost, they had the advantage with Blues coming in, playing instead of Lethamyr for the first 4 games, and they almost took that from Ghost, but ended up losing when Lethamyr came in for that game 5.
I almost feel as if that Energy game just like woke up all the other teams too, because like Energy's like, wait, these guys are actually here to play. Like we have to take these guys seriously. And then all the other teams are like, okay, we're not going to let it happen. And then
they took a game off Cloud9 as well. So these guys can take games off of teams. They just need to string together 3 wins versus this FlyQuest team
easy in this season.
to keep their hopes alive.
And we talk about many times during the RLCS how important these matches are and what kind of mentality you have to have when you're playing. All these games are live on the day of. We don't know how they were playing last night, how much sleep they got last night. Anything can happen on the day of. So I'm interested to see who's going to step up today, be a true playmaker, and do what they need to do for their team, to push either them to the top 2 or to the top 6. So a lot of storylines going to unfold today, but it's time to use our noodles. And getting to our Nissan Cup Noodles predictions, guys, who do you got in this first best of 5?
Well, before I get into the predictions, I do want to highlight the playoff scenarios that are going down. So Allegiance, they have to win both series today if they want to finish in the top 6, which would allow them to stick around in the RLCS next season and to have a chance to play in the North American Championship. So Allegiance, they have to win both series, and they also cannot lose more than 2 games in those series. FlyQuest, all they need to do is win this series, and they will be top 6. So it's very simple for them. Otherwise, if they lose, they really need to hope that Allegiance either loses to G2 or they lose more than 2 games overall today.
Yeah, that's a big thing for FlyQuest. They cannot make it into the top 2, so no guaranteed land spot. But win and you're in. You get another chance next week. So,
but to get to the predictions,
yes,
just so people can play, they're probably saying Talk It League right now, which is understandable.
Start the game.
I'm going to have to go with FlyQuest. I think Corrupted G, he's going to lead this team to victory. Chrome is going to step up. He tweeted about how he needs to step up. I believe he will, and FlyQuest is going to be top 6.
No, it's hard to disagree with that. FlyQuest has shown us moments of brilliance, but they've also had some difficulties. I don't think we're going to see that difficulty here. Corrupted G and the boys are going to take it.
Yeah, I think FlyQuest, for me, has been a pleasant surprise for the season. They've been playing so well. And Allegiance, unfortunately, that just has not been the season for them. So I have FlyQuest as well. Get your predictions in right now. Use your noodles. Use the hashtag RLCS on Twitter. Get involved in the Twitch chat as well. It's time to get started with the first match of the day. It is FlyQuest versus Allegiance as the final week of league play concludes here. Let's get into the first match with Wavepunk and Show.
Coming to you live here from DFH Stadium for the final week of Rocket League Championship Series League Play. Cannot wait to get this started. I know you guys can't wait to watch. We are here to watch this action unfold here. And I am joined by, for the first time maybe since Season 2, Lan, I think was the last time we cast together.
I think we got like 1 or 2 last season. But yeah, it's been a while. I always enjoy working with you, so let's hope this is going to be good.
It's going to be a lot of fun. You heard the desk entirely predict FlyQuest to come out here with the victory. I know that I think it was Tyler talking about he just wanted to see anybody predict his team at some point here on the desk. I'm just going to tell you right now, I predicted Allegiance to take the victory here just because, as they said on the desk, they need this. They have to win both these series. Their backs are up against the wall. They really want this. Nobody wants to finish at 0-5, so I'm just going to believe in Allegiance for this one here. Also, I need a few extra points to catch Gibbs and the pickups, but that's different. It's a different story.
It really does come up, and we see this a lot, especially considering this is a new esport where everyone is starting to slowly get more and more used to being a professional. There's a fight or flight mentality with these sort of teams where they're either going to step up today or they will crumble. I hope that they step up.
Well, we will get into the action here and see how this match is going to unfold. FlyQuest here in the orange with Allegiance in the blue. And we will get our first match underway. Chrome to put it into the middle, over towards Corrupted G, back to Chrome, and they nearly connect on the 1-2-1 pass right off the bat. But first things first, Chrome now. Back out, Aleutian meets at the midfield. Chrome wraps around in the 1 position. Seabass with the soft touch in the middle. Sad Jr. follows to try and finish it, but Tyler able to play it away. Aleutian now to try and put it back across. No follow-up there from Allegiance, but the FlyQuest boys take their time getting the shot off. Finally, Sad Jr. will take a shot. Seabass with the save.
Yeah, they're not going to have much time to settle into this series. I want to make sure that Allegiance is going to take their opportunities and not allow too much offense to come from this FlyQuest squad, especially when they've got Corrupted G around, who will be taking this shot.
Aleutian with the plays in the midfield. Gonna play it down now. Chrome here just waiting slow. He's got 2 players up on the wall. The loft, Sad Jr. I'm not sure why he wasn't able to make contact there. Looked like he maybe had a mechanical error. Now Corrupted G is to fall back. Seabass coming down, going for the air carry all the way. Nearly pulls it off, but Corrupted G will get the save.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get some follow-ups with those shots though. Not going to be able to do it against one, especially in a league where defense has become so much stronger over the previous series. They need to try and make sure that there is a follow-up on the rebound, otherwise they are not going to get anything.
Lucian wrapping this one around into the box. Timeout Tyler to try and take a shot, but Chrome with the save. One has been a very even game number 1. Sad Jr. now towards the box, Seabass to the corner. Solution sets up a net as Timeout Tyler challenging on the wall. He'll come off, gets bumped by Sad Jr., but the block from Lucian comes through. And now a transition play here from Allegiance over the top of 2. Lucian will back off and will allow Timeout Tyler to move up. He knew he didn't have a shot with Sad Jr.'s positioning, but he doesn't transition quickly enough. And here comes FLYQUEST. They will score first.
Oh, the ideas were right there for Allegiance. I feel so bad for them. Ideas were correct, execution was not, and they ended up leaving absolutely nobody at the back. FLYQUEST can take the opening goal, and that's going to be a very big sucker punch to Allegiance. It's time for them to wake up, time for them to sort out this rotation.
They need to be able to tie up the game here to keep this game competitive. You heard James say it. They can't lose more than, I believe it was 2 games, like a game per series, if they want to be able to have a dream of top 6. This would be a rough way to start. Ball down the field here, Corrupted G airborne. Onto the backboard, can he double tap it in? Lucian will zone him out, no play it off to the side, but Seabass now will go for the transition here over the top of Chrome and Corrupted G. Bounces off the wall, nearly gets the double tap, puts it into the box, but Chrome will clear it away.
So these follow-ups, they're just a little bit too late. That one was going to be much more difficult to get to. But this is looking so much better.
Look at Lucian come through. 3 players trying to go out to send this one out of their half. He's able to move it immediately. Lucian tying it up.
You see Sad, he just respawns and goes, oh no, I don't want to play.
Yeah.
Don't hit this one straight into me. It goes very poorly for them, but importantly for Allegiance, they are now all tied up.
2:41 left on the clock here. We will see this one into the blue half. Seabass off the wall. Corrupted will get a save in net. Difficult save to make, but he does it cleanly. Now over the top and into the corner. Seabass looking for Timeout Tyler. He's got Lucian in the middle and Seabass to work with, but Chrome, what a catch. Just puts it on the ground, grounds it, and here goes Corrupted G looking for the blocker play. Chrome will get it into the box, but Timeout Tyler able to get it off. The first shot needed to go in there for FLYQUEST. And now we see Allegiance up on offense.
There was a 3v1 there in defense. They took it past the first, but no one in position yet again to come and take the shot. Just hold yourselves back a little bit more, Allegiance. I know you want to be offensive, but you can be much more offensively effective if you just hold yourself towards the midline.
Sad Jr. and Lucian in the corner. Chrome pushes off the side. Here comes Seabass, the 50-50. Deep into blue, now off the wall into open space. Seabass will be there before FLYQUEST can take a shot, but a dangerous touch. Now Allegiance, the block play comes through. Saw them zoning the goalies out, but the shot will not find the back of the net. This one dropping straight down onto Corrupted G's hood. Seabass with the 50-50 off to the side. Timeout Tyler through the air. Now Lucian to the corner. Slows this down. Chrome gets a read, but there's Seabass, puts it onto the backboard. Lucian's up to try and possibly interfere here. Makes the clear less than ideal on the bump of Sad Jr. Now Timeout Tyler to try and drop it down once more. The pressure from Allegiance starting to build here, and we're seeing FLYQUEST struggle to find effective clears. This one again just going the length of the field. Seabass there, and Corrupted G will not make the touch off the wall. Here's the shot from Timeout Tyler up towards Lucian onto the backboard. 1 minute remaining, and all of FLYQUEST trapped in their goal, low on boost right now. These guys really needing to work at their ball out of their half, or Allegiance will be able to score.
That was such smart defensive play as well, recognizing the attempted pass straight to the middle, though it's still dangerous.
So close. Chrome sends it away. Seabass the shot again towards net. Corrupted G's clear is soft and just barely makes it out to midfield. Lucian with a shot, and Chrome back onto the side, but the pressure just keeps on mounting here. Seabass should be able to make contact. Lucian almost with the backflip shot in net, but it doesn't go in. Timeout Tyler has to win this 50-50s. He sends it back down into the corner. Corrupted G's there, and he'll play it out to midfield. Finally, the ball makes it into the blue after what felt like a minute and a half of extended offense from Allegiance. And with 18 seconds left, it is anyone's ball game, but Timeout Tyler shot down towards the net. Corrupted G with the save. 10 seconds remaining here on the clock. If no one scores, we'll go into overtime in game number 1, the last week of league pay. Timeout Tyler under the side. Seabass in the box, just pressuring. And unless we get a full court carry, we will have overtime. Corrupted G airborne. We'll send it towards the backboard. Chrome's there, redirects it down. Corrupted G keeps it alive. Sad Jr. could get the shot, and the shot towards the net, nearly there. Goes and touches the ground. Overtime.
I really have to give FlyQuest kudos there. Just so much solid defensive play. Every single time the ball got played towards them, they only had one player who had any boost, and they kept rotating that player in, allowing everyone else to go and pick themselves up some more fuel. And that's what allowed them to survive.
Sad Jr. to Corrupted G, shot onto the backboard. Here comes Chrome, 50-50 from Seabass to the side. Good team play from FlyQuest. But Allegiance will hold on. Now down the field. Chrome with the clear. Able to keep this one onto the ceiling. Doesn't get a second touch, and Seabass will bounce it off the ground and put it into the corner. Sad Jr. the slow play. Seabass will be able to tackle, and now Illusion looking for Tyler. Takes a shot towards the net, finds it, puts it through, and Allegiance a critical victory here in game 1.
They've got everything to play for, and they are doing it in the best way possible. Not panicking, not playing the ball line. They are looking for each other. They are trusting each other, and that is going to be a crucial game 1 if they want to try and find their way into the top 6.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about with Allegiance. They want this victory so desperately here that they are going to play as cleanly as they know how. I feel like this will be the best Rocket League we've seen from Allegiance all season right now. But FlyQuest, they need these victories too to be able to guarantee the top 6. So they really, as the series goes on, it's just going to get more and more difficult for Allegiance.
This is something we saw last season with Denial, a case of they did not have a great season, but if you get into that top 6, anything can happen. You can get in there, you can cause the upset, you can go to the World Championships. But for both these teams, this is the first step. That first goal was probably the complete and total pivoting point for that game. In a case of Allegiance went, okay, we're on full defense, and then suddenly they got scored on, and they went, actually, that's not going to work. Yeah. Suddenly, we saw them break out. They started to play the ball towards the middle. They got the passing plays going. Now they need to keep that mindset. Otherwise, they're going to allow FlyQuest to regain their momentum. I
mean, you saw there at the end of regulation, just extended minute and a half maybe of offense from Allegiance as they were boost starving properly. They were keeping the ball deep in FlyQuest territory, and FlyQuest was unable to get the 50-50s they wanted, unable to get the clears they wanted. I feel like every time there was a 50-50, especially with Tyler, he was winning his 50-50s pretty hard there, and Allegiance doing exactly what they need to do. And you saw earlier in the show, Seabass currently the leader in saves per game of all of North America, and that's because of how much defense they've been playing, because they've been playing like they were playing at the beginning. But they know that's not going to win them games. They're 0-5 right now in league play. They have to get aggressive, and right now's the time they have to do it.
Really, right now they are reminding me a lot more of Method. They've seen the fact of, okay, we are shipping way too many goals. So what they're doing instead is they've moved themselves forward. They're no longer going to allow those plays to happen around them, which I think is very smart, because if FlyQuest are allowed to start moving the ball around, they have got prolific shooters on that squad. Do not let them get the ball. Do not let them shoot, and you're in a much better spot.
Yeah, we saw a few moments from FlyQuest of beautiful passing plays, a few zones of having a player dribbling it down. Those Chrome was dribbling, and Corrupted G was going for the block on the goalie, but still unable to make the shot happen. I feel like there was a little bit of inaccuracy plaguing here FlyQuest, a team that has been very clean on their pass plays. So we'll see how they tighten things up moving forward. As we move into game 2, it's Allegiance with the 1-0 lead right now in the series. We'll move on to Manfield. A very neutral kickoff. Ultimately won out by Allegiance. Tyler will have the first shot on net. He'll get it to the zone here from Illusion. The team play comes through, and Allegiance has the lead.
Not much analysis needed for this one. Chrome with the play out. Those touches have become so dangerous this season. But that right there is what we call a very good shot indeed, putting it right behind the defending player, who you can definitely argue was too far forward. But either way, Allegiance are going to keep up and go back from where they started in the last game.
Yeah, a bit far forward there, and I think Illusion being right there barreling down towards him, he's just ever so slightly distracted for a moment. He's not going to be able to make the shot. But Corrupted G comes through, able to tie it up. All 3 defenders just grounded as they play this over the top of Allegiance.
Seabass, what are you doing here, my friend? He's looking around. He keeps just thinking, okay, I'm going to be able to go and challenge this at some point. But everyone on Allegiance just allowing the play to happen. They cannot become static.
And just like that, we see FlyQuest, any momentum that was starting to build for Allegiance after getting the victory in overtime and then immediately scoring, they're going to be able to kind of balance it back out here and keep the series very even. Sad Jr. shot from midfield, blocked by Tyler, and Corrupted G comes in to continue the offensive pressure. The shot from Chrome is good, but Tyler with another save. The monster defense holding on from Allegiance. Sad Jr. coming through, and now the breakaway. Tyler will be able to shoot towards the net. That'll be Allegiance with the lead.
These guys are just going to keep going at it this game, and I absolutely love it. Sad Jr., it was the all-or-nothing play from him. I think he was just a little bit overzealous. Even if he ends up getting enough contact on the ball, it's only going to cause a solid challenge, and still might be dangerous because he's going to have to trust the shadowing player.
The one thing about playing a lot of defense during the season is you do get kind of good at it there. Allegiance will be able to hold on to that offensive pressure. And now more opportunities to score. Tyler in the back. He'll play this one off the wall. Doesn't actually make contact. Just kind of flipped off the wall. Corrupted G puts it through, ties the game.
Well, he got stuck on the wall. Nothing really too much else. Yep. Tyler looks at it and goes, oh, it's that part of the wall.
Yeah, the flip. Won't put him off the wall there. Flips on the wall, it doesn't operate the same way as it does when you do it on the ground, and I feel like it can be very confusing at times. But now another tie game here. Tyler to put it off the corner. The 50-50 won by Corrupted G. Now Chrome into the corner with Seabass and net. The 1v1 here. Go back into the corner. Tyler airborne first. He'll play it past, I believe it was Corrupted G that was up. Now Tyler again. The soft drop down. Chrome will pick it up. In the midfield, flicks it past Seabass into the corner. But Illusion plays it off the wall. We'll go back to the orange. Uncontested Sad Jr. will look for Chrome, but Tyler is there. Looks for the cherry pick and Illusion over the top. Can he finish this off? It'll drop back down, but Corrupted G off the wall, plays it to the side. Illusion with the reposition to keep the pressure going. He'll put it back over the box, and again, another soft drop right down in front of the net. And the clear has to come through from Sad Jr. once more. 3:19 left to go, and still tied up. Allegiance making quite a game here in game 2.
Both these teams will be very happy that the pace has just slowed down that little bit more. It's going to allow both of them to start thinking about the plays, start sorting out the teamwork, and also correct the rotations a lot more than they were in that opening minute.
Corrupted G in the corner. Illusion trying to play it up. Seabass now dropping it down. Tyler falls back instead of pushing forward as he saw Chrome. It'll be Sad Jr. He'll win that 50-50. Illusion now over the top. Oh dear, Chrome will take the shot towards the net, and it will go through. A bit of a double commit and a capitalization on the mistake. FlyQuest takes the lead.
No bit about it. That was just a complete double commit. Both of them looking for Tyler, but when it gets intercepted and you've got 2 players up in the air, there is no other result than a 1-goal deficit.
And they'll play that one through, and now with a few seconds here before halftime, it's FlyQuest with the lead, looking to tie it up in the series. Illusion drops it back behind him, and Chrome looked to possibly intercept. Gets demolished, but Seabass wasn't quite sure what to do either, so he'll just fall back, look for blocks on the wall, and now having to play from behind. See what Allegiance can do. So Chrome will find Corrupted G. Seabass with the 50-50. Sad Jr. wins this one out into the box. This one nice, kind of just lazy and lofty. But Tyler will get there before Corrupted G can. Chrome onto the backboard once more. Nobody there. Here comes Sad Jr. Drops it down, and it doesn't go in. Can Chrome redirect? He can't find it. Now Seabass breaking this one away. Sad Jr. to try and fall back to support Corrupted G, but he'll get the play into the corner, allow his teammates to set up on defense. Now Allegiance, they'll probably have a few more opportunities to score here. But the FlyQuest defense got all set up, and then look at these plays in the midfield to play it past 2 players. Illusion in the back has to do it all by himself. He just takes it away from him, flicks it over Sad Jr. Oh, and they nearly had the shot downfield. They'll still get another opportunity here, but Seabass will drop it down. Illusion misses in the midfield. The transitions from both teams are going very well right now, but just not being able to quite capitalize. Finally, Chrome pushes it through. A 2-goal lead now for FlyQuest.
Yeah, Legion's just got brought into FlyQuest start of game, playing the ball on the ground consistently, and eventually, well, you've got players like Chrome around here that can force you into such a poor position. He was always going to win that one straight out. FlyQuest, 2-goal lead. And remember, every loss for Allegiance is a huge dent in their playoff hopes.
They have to play so well here. With 1:30 left to go, down by 2. The game is not over, but it's a difficult comeback. Corrupted G to try and wrap this one around. Gets it past Tyler. The rotation from Seabass will clear it away. Very slow transition right now from Allegiance. The defense will be completely ready from FlyQuest. Tyler misses Corrupted G up onto the backboard. He's got Chrome behind him. He's able to hover there to keep it and put it into the corner. Now Seabass out in the middle. Illusion doesn't make contact. The shot from Sad Jr. is wide, but Tyler needs to be able to get a good transition and has to get it past Corrupted G. Doesn't find it. Sad Jr. will just kill this one in the box. Illusion takes it away from him with 1 minute remaining. 2 goals necessary for overtime for Allegiance. As FlyQuest tries to tie up the series, hold on to this lead.
Yeah, you can see the offense right there just completely collapsing. They wanted to get the ball out of their half, but at the same time, just no boost around meant that it got delayed by so much, and that takes more time off the clock.
Seabass in the back, played away, bumps Tyler, so it's just Illusion, and he gets a very not ideal clear there. Just kind of lofts, just drops right down, and Sad Jr. puts in a 5th goal here. 3-goal lead now for FlyQuest.
Yeah, those walls are just not playing full for Allegiance right now. So it's going to have an opportunity, though. They're going to have a chance to speak to one another, sort out what went wrong. This game was just a load of mechanical mistakes. They played completely incorrectly when it comes to the style that they should take on against this FlyQuest roster.
Fly Squad.
They proved it infinitely.
That was a nice shot by Seabass. 23 seconds remaining, down by 2. I'll be very surprised if they're able to make this basically 30-second comeback here. But this is a good start there.
Well, FlyQuest haven't dropped a 3-goal lead this season. Allegiance haven't come back from one. But it's week 5, and tell you what, if you're up for doing it, then this week is the week to do it. Big kickoff.
This is the time for it. Timeout Tyler. Played across. See that shot towards the net. G with the block. If they just hold on to ball control right now, they'll run the clock down and get the win. Illusion will put it over to the side. It'll go back into the middle. Chrome up completely uncontested to drop this one down. Timeout Tyler gets the save, but saves won't win them the game here. 2 games away in the series now. We're tied up at 1 apiece. This is one of the losses, basically the only loss that FlyQuest can afford right now. They've got to win now.
Absolutely do. I really want to see them change, especially the rotation on their side. They're playing a lot of the time whenever they're in defense. They're playing it sideways because they're trying to be as close to that ball as they can possibly be, but it's just not working out. You need some space. You need to be able to run onto the ball. Otherwise, FlyQuest are going to keep winning the challenges and keep winning back possession every single time they want it.
Yeah, it's interesting that the shot differential there would make this seem like a significantly different game. 13-4 in favor of FlyQuest for what was decently even game up until the last minute or so. Only 1 goal differentiating the teams until we saw FlyQuest kind of put on the hurt there at the end. But FlyQuest definitely was significantly more ball control, especially in the second half.
Yeah, I would definitely have to agree with that. And like I said, once again, it's down to the rotation. If Allegiance really want to take this, they need to be able to run straight onto the ball. If not, they're going to keep losing those challenges, especially to Chrome. Chrome is just reading them perfectly every single time. And it's just going to allow more and more shots to come out. Whilst on the side of Allegiance, they can control that bit more. They can go back to what they did in game number 1 with those passing plays. But today, well, this game, none of them happened. And that is what cost them.
Yeah, and we saw FlyQuest definitely tightening up their defensive rotations there especially after the breakaway that we saw Tyler able to put in. He gets 2 saves and then just dribbles it down the field with nobody there. And after that, they're like, let's not make that mistake again. Let's make sure that we're always defending our backside, and they're able to run away with this with good, clean Rocket League. And now, game 3, tied up at 1 apiece. Can Allegiance still chasing that first victory here in league play and needing it now more than ever. They need to win the next 2. Seabass off the wall. Here comes Illusion. Plays it off the bounce. G will get a less than ideal clear. Timeout Tyler to take the shot, puts it through. Allegiance 2 games in a row now, strike first.
Ty was an absolute genius for this play. He thought about going in right there when it bounced off the crossbar. Instead, he waits for it. He knows G does not have good options, and instead lets the ball come to him before taking the shot. Such smart play considering how much of a desperate situation they are in.
Yeah, they're able to get that one through. It is a desperation, especially in Rocket League, can result in 2 things. It can result in either panic or in a clarity of mind and just an active engagement. And I feel like for Allegiance, it's definitely the latter right now. Another blazing shot by G, but Seabass to send this one away. Sad Jr. puts it into the box once more, and 2 players miss, but Timeout Tyler with a bit of space will be able to catch the ball. Now Chrome, pass 2. Seabass has to make the play, and he does. Sends it back into the corner, but it bounced off Illusion, and Sad Jr. will get another shot. Illusion gets the save again, sends it away, and the space given by FlyQuest, we'll see Allegiance be able to get the ball out of their half. So can they win consecutive touches here to get it into the back box? Timeout Tyler up the wall. Sad Jr. will play it into the middle. Illusion, feeling the need to buy time, will play it to the corner. Timeout Tyler up high. Seabass behind him. Keep it on the wall. Puts it all the way to the corner. Timeout Tyler looking for G. Didn't find him. G will get the clear across before Illusion can take the final shot. 3:36 left to go. Allegiance holding on to this lead. Last game when they got that first goal lead, we saw FlyQuest immediately tie it back up within something like 15 seconds. So this time Allegiance holding on significantly better with more offensive pressure again. Put it into the corners. Tyler missing there will open up the backfield a bit here for Allegiance, and Chrome will come in to try and take a shot, but there's Tyler this time, rotating from the midfield down, pushing himself into that one roll that he's so good at. He'll loft this one high. Here comes Seabass. Beautiful shot, beautiful setup. 2-goal lead for Allegiance.
FlyQuest, they're just looking for a way through. They want to get that 1 goal back. Unfortunately, they neglected defensive positioning to try and do it. And Allegiance, if they want to take this win, shooting like that is a very good way to get what you are aiming for.
Put that one through there. 3:04 left to go. Best lead we've seen from Allegiance this series. Tyler up, he's got Seabass in front of him. Chrome will pop it high, and Tyler to fall back. Chrome misses in the air, and Corrupted G will pick it up, gets it past Illusion. Tyler, an excellent touch right before he got demolished. Illusion with a follow-up shot, bouncing off the crossbar and down, nearly put in a 3rd goal. And just look at the defense we're having to see be played here by FlyQuest, trapped in their own box, struggling to find clears to a place where there isn't already a waiting Allegiance player. Sad Jr. on the wall. Was able to pick up ball control for a moment before Illusion just pounced it off of his hood. Finally, the kind of slow 1v1s. Pushing the ball into the blue half here for FlyQuest. Chrome will loft this one, Sad Jr. across the net, drops it backwards. Illusion will get the clear. Tyler with the follow in the air to try and drop it into the net. Corrupted G has to make the save, and he does. Seabass to keep the pressure on. But right now, FlyQuest defense holding on, mostly on the back of Corrupted G. Chrome and Sad Jr. had eliminated themselves from the play there at the end, but Corrupted G got it away, and now they're up on offense, trying to get their first goal in Game 3.
Might sound very weird, but considering the situation, I still believe a slower game suits FlyQuest. They're going to be so much stronger with the dribbles, and even if they don't win, we've seen how fast they are with those shadow plays. They did it against G2, always being the first to come and pick up those 50-50s. Although every single time, Allegiance's end-to-end gameplay right now is phenomenal.
They are playing very well, and I agree that I think it favors FlyQuest. If Chrome going to try and take a shot, Seabass will play it away. It favors FlyQuest just because it gives that extra second for Allegiance to second guess themselves, which is going to be their death in this series. They have to make decisions quickly and decisively. If they do anything other than that, they're going to lose. Sad Jr. over to the side after Tyler was able to push it away from him, get himself demolished in the process. Corrupted G down to the corner. Seabass down the field, Illusion with the follow-up into the box. Pressure continues, but Chrome gets the clear. And just the positioning, the midfield positioning here from Allegiance. Seabass with the 50-50 in the box to keep the clears from happening for FlyQuest. And then with 1 minute left, the 2-goal lead. Allegiance really looking to take the lead and put FlyQuest on match point. Just got to hold on for 45 more seconds.
Yeah, we're going to see just how disciplined this squad is now. Make sure that they do not overcommit. Make sure that they do not send too many players forward. And then they can make sure that they can go up to match point. Only 30 seconds remaining here, Wavepunk. Allegiance are playing very well, and that could be a 3rd.
Very, very close to putting that through. They're getting midfield clears, uncontested. And look at Tyler getting the double tap off the sidewall. 3 goals, the nail in the coffin in Game 3.
The stat booster with this shot. Gets himself 2 shots, a goal. Aerials, take what you want. And Allegiance can take themselves a 2nd win if they can keep this up.
24 seconds remaining to put themselves ahead in the series. But they've had a few opportunities to be here before. The thing Allegiance has always struggled with is finishing the series off, clinching it out.
They've never dropped it this late. They're not going to.
Beautiful plays here. They'll get the win here in Game 3, but can they hold on? They have to get the win in Game 4. Cannot afford to lose 2 games here in this series.
You kind of tell from just how slow FlyQuest are playing that not all here for these last 30 seconds. I think they know for a fact that they've lost. They've already started talking to each other about the next game. Remember, they're in control of their own destiny. If they can take down this Allegiance squad, they will go through to the playoffs.
I would love to be able to clinch it right here, right now. Not have to wait for their series later on today. As this one touches the ground, Allegiance. Game 3 going to their side. And they'll have 2 games. They just need 1 more to get their first win in league play.
I mean, just take a look at those shots. 10-3. That is incredibly one-sided. FlyQuest had the right idea for a long period of time, but it just eventually started going wrong.
Chrome with a donut shop there. No stats. Only 80 points to his name on the game there. Definitely a quiet game there from Chrome, but very much still alive in the series. They've gotten one win. They get to win this next one. We'll go to Game 5 in our first series to determine who gets the win here, who gets to secure their spot in the top 6. Does Allegiance get to keep their hopes of top 6 alive? So much still left to be determined here, even after 3 games.
But very important here is Allegiance can't afford Game 5. This is their Game 5 at this point. They need every single win. They cannot let FlyQuest get anything. Because remember, Allegiance still have to play G2 later on. This is, I don't want to use the word mountain, but I'm going to use the word mountain. There's so much work for them to do this week.
What's the name of the mountain?
It's the Kronovi Mountain.
Is it Mount Kronovi?
Mount Kronovi.
Just it overlooks Manfield Stadium there.
Yes.
Yes, that is the notorious Rocket League mountain. We will get to see G2 later on today, but for right now, as you said, it's FlyQuest and Allegiance. For Allegiance, I love the way you put it. This is their Game 5. They have to win here. This is so important for them. They cannot afford 2 losses in this first series. Can they finish it off? I put my faith in them earlier today, and I'm still putting it there.
You're going to look like a genius right now, Wavepunk.
Man, the power of desperation cannot be undervalued, and we've seen them play cleanly when they want to and when they have the motivation to, and right now, there's never been a bigger motivator in their lives. Seabass down the field and up onto the backboard. Chrome will play it over towards Sad Jr., but Tyler with the read. His 50-50s have been so strong this series, constantly winning it out. Illusion will play it down to Seabass, straight onto his hood, and he'll go for the air carry here. Plays it underneath Corrupted G. Sad Jr. will be there in net. Send it away. Illusion to play it to the side.
Allegiance are just holding that third so far forward right now. They have potential to get caught. But if they can keep that rotation strong, if they can keep challenging, then this will work out very well for them. But I'm kind of glad to see that they are willing to play their game as there's a shot almost off.
Back in, Seabass back on the other side, misses just wide, and Illusion can't make the touch. Sad Jr. will carry this one down. He's got lots of room to work with, but Tyler, the beautiful read to send it away. The defense holding on right now for Allegiance. Over into the corner. Corrupted G up high. Tyler out towards Seabass. Comes off, plays it into the middle. There's Illusion. Nobody's home, but his shot is high. Chrome's touch now back down in the middle. Tyler shot again towards net, and Corrupted G has to play it away. It's just Sad Jr. who's still grounded in net. Seabass off the ceiling to follow this one through to try and tap it back down in. Seabass, the beautiful solo plays. Allegiance, 3 games in a row, strikes first.
And every single time, it is off ludicrous angles. Seabass stepping up when needed. He might have one of the best in-game names of the RLCS, but that right there is one of the most important goals in the RLCS.
Absolutely. Can they hold on? They did it in Game 3. Now to survive Game 4. Corrupted G with the zone on the goalie. Seabass in the corner has to play this one away as he's the effective back line. 3 players up on the defense, but a lot of space given by FlyQuest. Corrupted G's shot from the midfield will go to the side. Put it back down into the box. Now Illusion playing it away. And the enemy, the kryptonite of Allegiance right now is panic. If they for a moment stop playing the game they're playing, that's when FlyQuest will be able to pounce.
We heard from Tyler before the league even started that he is the in-game comms leader. He's gonna have to be. He's gonna have to keep himself calm. He's gonna have to keep the troops calm. And here he is. He's gonna take it the entire way.
Corrupted G into the corner. Tyler can find Seabass in the middle, but he doesn't need to. Seabass takes the shot. Sad Jr. gets the block. Chrome will hold on to ball control. Tyler misses there in the midfield, or in the corner rather, but Illusion able to move in, get 2 touches past Sad Jr. Seabass airborne will play it to the side. Doesn't take the shot just yet, but holding on to ball control, very important here for Allegiance. Tyler now over to the side. FlyQuest looking for their first opportunity to really strike here. The defense has been pretty substantially strong from Allegiance this entire game, and a demolition on the goalie by Illusion. Opening up the backfield, Sad Jr.'s gonna have to make a play here. Seabass plays it past him. Corrupted G down the field. Tyler in the back. Midfield plays from his front line will do the work. Seabass holds on to the ball control, gets it past 1, puts it to the box. Tyler can't put it through. 1:53 left to go. And Allegiance holding on to the victory. Now Sad Jr. airborne. This one here in the midfield, Illusion. Pass to Tyler up. Can't find it. The Illusion Illusion on the wall. Seabass takes it from him, goes for the carry all the way towards the net. Corrupted has to make the save. They have to be fearing Seabass right now. He's taking a page out of Bluey's book by threatening the air dribble, forcing them to hang back and defend the air dribble. He's opening up space for his team to make the pass plays. Seabass puts it through. 2-0 lead for Allegiance.
Allegiance are playing as a unit right now. No one being selfish. Illusion recognizes I can just get a touch here, and it opens something up for my squad. And they get that second goal. Absolutely crucial for Allegiance as well, because their one-goal conversion rate has been atrocious all season. Get that second goal, give yourself a cushion. I wouldn't even be surprised if they look for a third.
Now with 1 minute and 20 left, FlyQuest needing the victory to send us to Game 5 and effectively shut down Allegiance, but they want this so bad. They can taste it. Prodigy off the wall, Illusion airborne first and alone. Nobody else up with him. Sad Jr. down. Prodigy off to the side. Sad Jr. to try and play a pass, but Tyler, just the excellent recognition to fall back.
Crome's having another really quiet game. Only 70 points right now. He is struggling to find his role.
Oh, and an open net. Seabass can't find his Corrupted blocks it away, but the pressure continues in the final minute. Illusion over the top to try and send it through. Chrome will carry it away. Only 2 goals down. FlyQuest not out of this game yet, but Allegiance wants this win so desperately here in the corner. They're going to hold on, put it through the box, and just play it across just far enough away that Corrupted didn't have a shot. FlyQuest is barreling down, and now Panic, the name of the game. Corrupted will take the shot and put it through. The defense starting to struggle here for Allegiance. They have to keep their wits about them. They still have the 1-goal lead.
This is a squad that has never been in this position before. This is their first major tournament, and they have got everything to play for. So yes, Panic will settle in. They've got 22 seconds to hold on to this lead.
Oh, Corrupted down the field. Illusion went for boost off of kickoff. I'm surprised he did, but he makes the save. Now Seabass has to play this one away. Sad Jr. into the corner. Middle roll. Chrome keeping the pressure on. Final 10 seconds, which is ages in Rocket League, especially with a 1-goal differential. Tyler to Seabass. He fakes it out, but Chrome could still make the shot from the wall. Puts it onto the backboard. They just have to slam it down. They do, and Allegiance stays alive in league play. They'll get their first win and continue to move on. They only dropped 1 game.
Yep, and that is the only game they could afford to drop. Allegiance stepping up. They have picked up their first win in North American RLCS, so they will not go down as a 0-7 team, which is in itself absolutely fantastic for them. But what a game that was from Allegiance. That was a new level from them. Started to look a little bit shaky towards the end, but you can definitely forgive that, considering the situation and the stage they are at. Now, Sad Jr., he's going to have to give a little text over to his old buddy Kronovi and just go, mate, I know we might have put you out last season, but could you do me a solid?
And not be the mountain. Please just be a little bit more of a hill for me. It would just be handy for the day. Allegiance here.
Oh, that's a lot of games to play. Oh, that's very clustered.
They have so much here. Allegiance showing that between Panic and Clarity, they will opt on the side of Clarity, get the win here, and now they have still got hopes here in RLCS. What a series. What a way to start the last day of North American League play. We've got some more great stuff in store for you. Let's head back to the desk.
All right, there you go. First match of the day, Allegiance takes a 3-1 victory over FlyQuest. We all thought FlyQuest would take it, but Allegiance turned something on. They looked a lot different than I think than they did throughout the entire season, and they won when they absolutely needed to. So they're still alive. As Allegiance is still alive as far as top 6 is concerned. We'll talk more about that. But let's take a look at the Mobile One high-performance replay from that match as Allegiance taking out FlyQuest 3-1.
Yeah, this one, it was a hot start for Allegiance winning that first game. It seemed like in Game 2 it was going to be a different story, but then overtime, this goal was so critical. Those overtime wins can really be the difference in series.
Yeah, a lot of it did have to do with Chrome and their win for FlyQuest. He was all over the pitch, but then as Wave and the rest of the guys talked about it when they were casting, Chrome was very lackluster, under 100 points in both of those matches, just completely lost what role he was trying to accomplish, and because of that, this Allegiance team just had their way with them. They were all over the pitch, really spreading the field.
And some major
individual plays were insane. Like this pinch from Illusion, using that wall to pop it up to his teammate who's already waiting, and then he makes a double tap out of it. Seabass was everywhere on the field.
Seabass's his reads were so crazy, but Illusion, he really deserves a lot of credit for playing that interference game. Both of those goals by Seabass were a direct result of Illusion getting that touch that completely threw off the defense. So Seabass, huge credit for finishing. Illusion, huge credit for generating that opportunity.
I mean, for me, it was Seabass on the very last chance that this team for FlyQuest had to score. Seabass actually broke rotation on his way back, jumped across to shoot that shot down, and it completely